Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. Today is Sunday, November 23, and I am here to provide you with your new weekly bands and all of your new tradable levels for the upcoming week. Hopefully, you guys have joined me on my live stream. I've been streaming every morning, pretty much right at the market open, so 8:30 a.m. Central Time for me. And we typically go till about 10:30, so about 2 hours, sometimes 2.5 hours live on stream. You can see how I create my setups, how I take the tradable, my tradable levels, my setups with clear entries, TP1, TP2, and stop losses. And if you guys have been watching, comment below, let me know if you guys have been enjoying it. The setups have been absolutely on fire. They continue to be on fire. I want to say maybe throughout this last week, we had maybe 2 or 3 setups that didn't end up working out. And I think we find maybe 3 or 4 setups per day on stream, and majority of them going for TP1 and TP2. So the setups have been absolutely on fire. I highly encourage you guys, if you guys want to learn this volume-based strategy that I use, just join me live on stream. Join the Discord, which there is a description below. I've got tons of videos there, strategy videos on my 3-step process on how I find my levels and how I use volume to create these very low drawdown tradable entries that I find almost every single day. So with that being said, let's get into the intro and then we'll get into the weekly bands. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that is put out there is at risk for loss. All right, so let's take a look. Left you guys the weekly bands and tradable levels on last Sunday, November 16th. So price action was right around here. As you guys can see, I left you guys with a tradable level at the 67.19. What happened with the ES? Tapped right into our tradable level. That was good for about 40 points on the ES. This is the power of the levels. These are the powers of my setups each and every day. We had a weekly band here that you can obviously see once price action got through. This is an hour chart, so it spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours in this band before it finally broke through. What happened though? We had another tradable level at the 66.48. We tapped in, nice reversal right there. That's probably good for about another 30 to 35 points. What happens? We finally break through. We tap into our weekly band at the 66.09. Weekly band rejects it. And then we start playing ping pong between these 2 weekly bands. We then finally broke through. We had a huge move to the downside. We had 2 more tradable levels remaining, the 65.58 and the 65.20. Well, look what happened when it finally hit the 65.58. That's a huge reversal again. That's good for, again, almost 40 points. And we just barely missed the 65.20 as well right there to the end. So the tradable levels are extremely, extremely strong. The weekly bands act as a barrier for price action, and I've made this statement many times. It's either going to take high impact news or it's going to take multiple, high impact news, headline news, or multiple retouches to finally break through that band. And if you're thinking, okay, Rob, well, these are awesome that you're leaving us with 3 or 4 setups per day, or I'm sorry, for the week. I'd like to trade a little bit more than that. Well, that's what I have the live stream for every morning. If you watch the live stream, if you join the Signal service, it's $40. You could join through Discord. You could join through YouTube. Just click on the join button below. It's $40. It's got to be the smallest investment you'll probably ever make in your trading career. Since February, I've been running at a 76% win rate. Majority of my setups going to TP2, not just TP1. And they've just been, and this month is going to be absolutely electric. November's been just a fantastic month. October was great. So with that being said, now let's adjust the weekly bands. We need to make some adjustments here, and I'll start with this top one. So I'm on TradingView right now instead of NinjaTrader, which is what I typically use. I just thought this would be a little easier. When I'm in Florida, when I'm in Chicago, it's just easier for me to have everything really nicely done, and it will make my midweek reviews a lot easier going forward as well. All right, so first one is going to be 67.92 down to the 67.51. So that's going to be 67.92 to the 67.51. All right, so new weekly band right here, 67.92 to 67.51. Now remember, we go back to the 16th. We've never touched into this weekly band that we have above us at the 68.51 down to the 68.16. We also still have this tradable level here at the 68.37. And again, I state it every week. If you would like to get an email report every Sunday night with all of my weekly bands and all of my tradable levels, if you go to robstrades.com, right on the homepage, you put your name, your email, and that'll get sent off to you. All right, so we've got this one adjusted. Now we just got to make an adjustment to this guy, which is going to be at the 65.76 to the 65.40. So that's 65.76 to the 65.40. All right. So we're obviously a great place for this weekly band. A lot of volume sitting right here. 65.76 down to the 65.40. As far as tradable levels, the 65.20 still did not get touched. Okay, I think we missed that one by about 5 points. All right. So I'm going to remove this one. I'm going to remove this one. You guys all did your job. Good deal. Remember, the 68.37 is still in play and the 65.20. Now let's get into our new tradable levels here. First one is going to sit at the 66.78. So again, that's the 66.78 right there. New tradable level. Got another one that's going to be at the 65.70. 65.70. Okay, so below price action, we got one above price action, and our last tradable level will be at the 67.12. Again, that's the 67.12. There you go. So those are going to be all of your tradable levels on the ES. We've got 3 above price action. We've got 2 below price action. Obviously, I say this every Sunday. Make sure you see how we gap up or down on the Sunday Open, which is coming here in about 5 minutes. And if we gap up above a tradable level, let the price action go a little bit, let it come right back down, and see how the reaction happens even to the flip side of the tradable level. That's depending if it gaps up or down. On the NQ. NQ did a also fantastic job with its weekly bands and tradable levels. With that being said, I don't need to make any adjustment to the 25.498 band, which has been sitting up here to the 25.411, but I do need to make a few adjustments here, which is going to be, we'll start with this guy. This is going to be at the 25.311 to the 25.225. Again, that's the 25.311 to the 25.225. All right, so there's a new weekly band sitting at the 25.311 to the 25.225. Let's make an adjustment to this guy. He's going to be sitting at the 24.803. Hopefully this doesn't block one of the numbers, one of the other ones. To the 24.725. Again, 24.803 to the 24,725. Okay. So that one's sitting right above where price action is currently at. And this last guy is at the 24,268 to the 24,202. 24,268 to the 24,202. There you go. Sitting right below where price action is currently at. Now I can delete this tradable level. You guys all did your jobs. Good deal. I can take this level off, which I forgot to show you. That had a great reaction at the first touch. And now let's add our new tradable levels here. So we do have one sitting above us at the 25,850. It still hasn't been touched. Got another level. It's going to be sitting at the 24,728. 24,728. We've got another level that is going to be sitting at the 24,390. 24,390. There's your other. We're sitting right above where price action is currently at. And your last tradable level is going to be at the 24,031. 24,031. There you go. So your new tradable levels for this coming week, you've got the 24,031, you got the 24,390 sitting right above price action, and you've got the 24,728 also sitting above price action. Again, if you're looking for a very clean format that's got all these bands, I kind of go through them a little quickly. All the tradable levels, all the weekly bands, not only the ones that I showed you, but things that are sitting below our charts and really high above our charts. Highly recommend you to go to robstrades.com and just put your name and your email in there. You'll get one email per week with all of the new bands. Highly recommend it. Again, if you want to join the Signal service, you can join on Discord, or you can click on the join button in the video below. It's $40 a month. And lastly, but not least, join me on the live streams Monday through Friday right at the market open. We'll not be live this coming Thursday and Friday for Thanksgiving, but I'll be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. See you guys.